जी, good morning, friends. Dr. Akhtar Sandhu, columnist, Delhi, Nawai Waqt, Islamabad. Today, I want to talk about Khalistan because I have observed that many people are making videos on this phenomenon, Khalistan, and especially a video log made by a Canadian citizen. So it was very important for me to talk about this um, issue. And the main questions or dimensions of this issue was that highlighted by that gentleman is Pakistan and ISI are supporting Khalistan, and Z.A. Bhutto, as a revenge, talked to the reporters that he would create Khalistan as a revenge of Bangladesh. So, secondly, he sarcastically said that Khalsa and Pak, these are the words having same meanings. So if Sikhs want to have a Khalistan, then Pakistan is the same place because Khalsa mean pure and Pak mean pure, so they can settle in Pakistan. They their points also point out that Lahore, Gujranwala, Nankana Sahib, they were the original places of Sikh kingdom, and Maharaja Ranjit Singh was resident of Gujranwala, and his capital was Lahore. So, if they want to make Khalistan, so they should capture uh, this area of Punjab. In the third portion, he threatened. Unfortunately, he does not seem an Indian, but he threatened that if they want to launch a movement for Khalistan, they will have to sign uh, their death warrants, unfortunately. So these were the points highlighted by that gentleman. So just I want to uh, respond to these issues. That first, if we take up the sarcastic that Sikhs should focus on these areas in West Punjab, Lahore, Gujranwala, Nankana Sahib. Fine, but keep in your mind that the main problem for the Sikhs is to get rid of Brahman Hindus because they have inflicted barbarity on the Sikh youth, and they have attacked dozens of their Dharmastan Gurdwaras, including Golden Temple. So, first of all, the main focus of the Sikh community living throughout the world is to get rid of the Brahman Hindus. In 1984, 20 or more than that, you can say that 2 lakhs Sikh youth were massacred in the name of terrorism and anti-state activities. Unfortunately, the blogger or the person did not focus on that. He just condemned it, but he did not point out about the real problem behind that phenomenon. So I want to question these people. The question is that Khalistan is a bad word. Khalistan, if they desire Khalistan, is it bad ambition, bad desire? Is it unwanted? Or is it bad because ISI and Pakistan support it? This is the question. Whether Khalistan has no place if Pakistan and ISI have not been supporting this idea of a country. So, did it not exist? Is it not a historical fact? It is not a desire of a community? Unfortunately, these people have always been assessing in wrong way that Muslim League was created by British, divide and rule was there. They don't look at the realities of life and depression and deprivation of the minorities. They don't look at the phenomena. This is very simple to know about the grievances and depression and deprivations of the people, but they just talk because they are getting money from some specific groups. Actually, uh, remember it that Pakistan and ISI, whether they support Khalistan or not, Khalistan is a reality and it will become existence, and it will be made by Sikh community. They will achieve it, they will secure it, and definitely they will have it. Why? What is the reason behind it? This is a part of religious teachings of Sikhism. Raj Karega Khalsa. This is one of the religious facts that Sikh will get their own homeland. And once it has become a part of a religious teachings, nobody can stop it. Yes, this can be stopped if the confidence is with the minority, and if their gurdwaras and their youth and their other rights are not abridged and violated by the majority community. Definitely they can even then they can postpone it. They cannot eliminate this idea because this is a part of religious teachings. So Khalistan and Pakistan, Pak and Khalsa, these are two separate things. The people who talk that in spirit or in meanings both are same, they are wrong. Because Pak is a normal word that can be used everywhere. Pak Jaga, Pak Mulk, Holi. Holi can be used everywhere. Yes, when it would be attached with Stan, it means Pakistan. But you can use this word independently. But Khalsa cannot be used independently. Khalsa is a terminology, it's not a word. So be clear, the people who are roaring on social media, unfortunately, they should be clear about the meanings and paradigm of this word and spirit of these words. Pak is a word. Khalsa is a terminology. It's a religious term of Sikhism. And if they have become the word as a religious entity, religious identity, so you cannot transmute into some ordinary meanings. So that's why I'm saying that Khalsa is a part of Sikhism, and first state, according to my opinion, was made in Kartarpur Sahib. It was a starting point, the concept of a Sikh state. Then the second was Banda Singh Bahadur, and the third was Maharaja Ranjit Singh, and the fourth will be Khalistan, a totally sovereign state, Khalistan. This is not our problem. This is the problem of the community. Whether they launch this movement and get their destination within 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, or 100 years, because this is their movement. But they will do that. As far as the gentleman talked about the funding or support by the different countries. So you cannot quote any example in which a country appears without support from other countries. This is a natural phenomena. People have friends and foes in different regions. So definitely that would be supported, and still that's being supported by many personalities. But the main issue of the Sikhs at this time is to get rid of the Brahman Hindus, the BJPs, and the barbarity inflicted upon them by the RSS ideology. So the main problem still is that if they get rid of this rubbish, so definitely you can see that the first step of Khalistan they have achieved. The second thing that is being highlighted by that person, they are saying that ISI and Pakistan are supporting Khalistan movement, but I want to say that to have a separate country needs some foreign support. First moral and then financial, not some violence. I don't believe in violence. So I want to tell all these people that the biggest problem of the Sikh and for the Sikh is the BJP or Brahman Hinduism. That was pointed out by Guru Nanak as well. But I would say that Pakistan or ISI, if they support Khalistan movement and they interfere directly in this struggle, so there would be no barricade, there would be no hurdle in the emergence of Khalistan. Because once the Sikh have problem at this time, I have pointed out, I have talked to my friends for a number of times, that Sikh struggle has only one problem, and that is they don't have any foreign, any country that is ready to support them. They don't have any friend. They are community. They are not country, and their idea is not owned by any country. And if Pakistan, Iran, China, and they are not ready to, China is the biggest enemy of India, and they can support Sikh as well, but they don't support. The day the Sikh community gets support from China, Iran, or Pakistan, and any of these countries supports them wholeheartedly, openly, nobody can, no force can, and no word can stop the formation of Khalistan. So I think that the people who are making a video log on Khalistan, this is a sensitive issue, and it is to damage the non-violent struggle of the Sikhs, and it is their religious aspect of the religio-political history. So they should not be damaged. Rather, we need to understand their original problems. Right now, they have problems that their gurdwaras were attacked, their youth were massacred, and there is a blacklist in which no Sikhs living in East Punjab, they are not allowed to enter India. So this is the problem with this community. So keep in your mind, I'm reminding this my opinion, that at this time, at the moment, Sikhs don't have any kind of foreign support from any country, including Pakistan or ISI. And the day any of these countries, China, Iran, Pakistan, they supported, there is a single community supports Khalistan, nobody can stop the formation of Khalistan. Thank you.